Paraclete Recording Studio presents Chastity and the Soul, You Are Holy Ground, by Father Ronald Rolheiser, read by James Jordan.
Preface. Can purity be a word that is ever used without a cringe? Elizabeth During asks this question at the end of her book, The Chastity Plot, though she asks it as a sincere probe, not as a cynical judgment on those who still defend sexual purity. The same question might be asked about the word chastity, one of the longtime guardians of purity. Can the word be used without a cringe? The concept of chastity has fallen on hard times. Several years ago, I was invited to speak to a group of students at a Catholic university. The invitation came with a request and a caveat. I was to speak on chastity, but ideally, I was to avoid using the word. The Dean of Theology, who had invited me, had appraised the situation this way. Perhaps more than anything else, the students need a challenge to chastity, but they are so turned off by the word that if we mention it in the title, very few will show up. His hunch was right on both scores: the need for chastity in their lives and their aversion to the word. That's also true for our culture. For many today, the word chastity has negative connotations. Outside of a constantly shrinking number of select church circles, the word chastity sets off mostly negative alarms. Within our highly secularized and sophisticated world, for the most part, chastity is identified with naivete, sexual timidity, religious fundamentalism, a toxic overemphasis on sexual purity, a lack of sophistication, and something that made more sense in another age. Commonly, the notion is ridiculed even in some religious circles. Very few people today dare talk about saving sex for marriage or about chastity as virtue. What's behind this? Why this negativity and disdain toward chastity? Partly, this is based on a number of popular perceptions. Chastity is often seen as grounded in a religious fundamentalism, which our culture today either disdains or pities. Quote, chastity for Jesus.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?